So this is the pound dollar analysis for Monday the 30th of October. Now let's have a look what happened with prices on the Friday the 27th before we have a look at the higher time frames to see where we're going to go. Now we did see the breakdown of prices beyond 31.47. 31.47 didn't hold, and we've seen prices come down to 30.93. Briefly broke below it, nothing to be too concerned about, and we can interpret this as a hold of the 30.93 level. Now, the hold of 30.93, we've seen prices retrace all the way back up to, it looks poised for a test of 30.47. So what we could potentially see, let's just grab the pen, we could potentially see prices come up to 31.47, stall and break down further to 30.93, and beyond that we're looking for prices to go all the way down to 130 and be just slightly above 130. We also have the level of 130.27. 130.27, but before prices break down to 130 and 130.27, we're going to have we have to first see a breakdown of prices and also this level that has been this weekly pivot that's held on a few occasions for that to break. We do have a few dynamic levels of support in around this 30.93 as well that we have to bear in mind, but as you can see here over here on the left of the chart on the 20th, we did find a buy momentum coming to the market in around this 30.93. And again, if we do break down from 31.47, we have to see how prices react in around this 30.93. But overall, in light of the recent trend, we do appear to be heading downwards, especially as the 32.81 has held prices. So if we do break above 31.47 and we do hold that level, we're looking to see how prices react in and around the 20 period and the 400 period moving average. 20 period moving average sitting here in blue and 400 period moving average sitting here in black. Currently the 20 period sitting at 31.76 and the 400 period sitting at 31.86, so it's within a 10 pip zone. We'll see how prices react in and around there. Beyond which we have to look at the most recent. We've had a few sell-offs from 32.20. That might be a very minor level, but beyond that, we're looking at the major level of 32.81. Overall, however, we'll have a look at the higher time frames to see the overall trend, but overall, we do seem to have some weakness in the pound, despite the fact that everybody expects a rate hike in the not too distant future. I think most of the weakness is due to the fact that the market seems to be pricing in a rate hike by the Federal Reserve in December. Now, let's just have a look at the higher time frame. So we're going to have a look at the monthly time frame, and let's just get a scale on here correct. So here on the monthly time frame, we did interpret this as being a bit of an uptrend. We had a bit of consolidation. Goodness me. So let's just sorry about that. So we did go into this bit of a consolidation. Let's grab the pen, makes it a bit easier. So we did go into this bit of consolidation here. We seem to have broke out with this candle, and we did seem to be heading in an upwards well, it's pretty clear we're heading upwards. We did see a bit of a sell-off at the end of the month of September, which was this large bullish candle, and we did see that selling momentum come back into this market in October. Currently this bearish candle is currently trading near its lows, indicating that there is some pretty strong momentum to the downside. Currently we are into this support region in around 30.93, but the momentum does seem to be the downside, so we could potentially see selling at the end of October all the way into the month of November. Now let's just have a look at the weekly time frame. So on this weekly time frame, I did mention it a few times, I'll mention it again. So we've come down here, we found support, side posting a series of higher lows. I indicated pretty much in line with these triangles here. What's important, what's of note is we seem to have used the 20 period moving average as support. We have broke below it on this occasion, but it does seem to hold the support for prices to move to the upside. Of concern, however, were these retracements being quite deep. Most notable, the most recent, from this 36.57 level, we've retraced quite a bit from there all the way back down to this 20 period moving average, currently sitting around the 131 region, in line with this horizontal support, weekly support at 30.93. So in around 31 and 30.93 you could potentially see support. We've also got a above us 31.47 as the next area of possible major resistance. So on this weekly chart, we do seem to be slightly in an uptrend, but it does seem to be a very weak trend, as we've had heavy retracements in prices. We've not seen a very smooth trade. So the heavy retracements of concern shows that the bulls have not got complete control of this market on this higher time frame. So we're going to have a look at the daily chart just quickly. Let's just see where we are. So on this daily chart, I'm just going to grab the pen again. We can see we found some resistance here in around 32.81, and again we seem to have found resistance in and around that zone in between 32.81 and 33.50. 33.50 being this level here. So marked out here in red. We did see some resistance there, but again we've come up to this 32.81 on this bearish candle, and we've seen prices sell back down to this minor level of support in around 30.93. So we have seen some buying momentum come into the market. However, if this level does, if we do see a breakdown of the level, we're looking for price to come all the way down to this 31.30 level and 29.83, the next major level below us. And also we've got this 400 period moving average. We're just going to see where that is. 400 period moving average is going to be pretty close to this 30 level anyway, so we might just use the 130 level. So it's going to sit down 130.11, so 130.13, but we're expecting further continuation, so could potentially price to go all the way down to 130. Yes, 130 rather than 130.11 before we see some buying momentum come back into the market. Most recent swing lows we have here as well is at 130.27. This swing low here, so we'll see if prices do react to 30.27, but we would expect prices, if we do not hold this 93, to retrace all the way down to this 30, to the 130 level essentially. So to the downside, we do appear to have a strong momentum to the downside here on the daily chart. We do seem to also have put in a bit of it's almost like a similar to a double top here, where we have come up in prices, seen a sell-off, retested, and we've seen a sell-off again. So it is a bearish sign, especially in light of these recent highs. We do seem to have some bearish momentum in the pound against the US dollar, although the fundamental catalyst of the United Kingdom's interest rate decision could potentially see a minor shift, or it could be a temporary shift in the pound strength against the US dollar. Now let's just go back down to the execution time frame and see where we are. So again, we've already mentioned the levels, but we'll just get the numbers and charts. So we do have the 400 and the 200 period moving average. We've got a major level up at 32.81. I wouldn't think price would get back up there, but if prices do retrace beyond, holds this level 31.47, we have to take the market pretty much as it comes, and we would definitely have to look at 32.81 to see further selling momentum. But before that, we've also got this level in around 32, in around this 32.20, 32.30, where we have seen some selling momentum over here on the left of the chart previously. So we could see a price come up to 31.47, break down, and if we do break down between 93, we're looking all the way down here, and beyond which we'll be looking all the way down to 28.80. So yep, that should pretty much cover the pound against the US dollar. So before I go, LCS, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.